In this video, I'm going to talk about how I plan to make $100 per month in passive income with this credit card right here. For so many years, I've just had my extra cash just lying around in the DBS bank account, and I've been procrastinating this for so long, wanting to put it into another bank account with higher interest. Well, as of last month, the interest that I earned was a whopping $35, which is only about 1.8% of interest, which is absolutely miserable compared to all the other bank accounts out there. That finally motivated me to find an alternative so that I could earn more money. After watching tons of YouTube videos, applying for new credit cards and opening a whole new bank account, I finally set it up. Hopefully by the end of this video, you'll be able to do the same for yourself. And if you have more money than me, you can potentially make more than $100 per month. So let's get into the video. So the first step is actually the master plan. I think I have around $30,000 in DBS right now that's idle, and I have been earning 1.8% cashback, which is around $30 to $40 a month as mentioned from before. I was always procrastinating transferring the money because it was basically always such a hassle, but since I figured that my YouTube channel is all about personal finance, then I figured why not use this chance to really explore and document my process of getting a highest interest rate. I'm doing good for myself, and at the same time I'm doing good for you guys as well. We can both benefit from learning from my journey and learning and see how you can do the same for yourself as well. And I know what you guys are thinking. Why the heck do you have so much money uninvested just sitting around in your bank account? Yeah, let me explain myself before you guys flame me, right? Basically, what I'm planning to do is I'm planning to buy a house next year or so. So I need to use and keep this cash money as liquid as possible, anticipating that I will be spending it soon. Can I get a higher interest on it? Definitely, but I was always too lazy to do so, which is why I'm doing this video right now. So I quickly went into my favorite YouTube platform and searched for videos on higher interest rate savings. There were so many that came up, but primarily I was watching from these two YouTube channels. One is called Honey Money SG and the other is Debbie Zhuang. So they are two YouTube channels who really do a lot of these kind of credit card videos. They are really very good people to really go towards and watch those videos. Even I watch their videos. Yeah, maybe you should stop watching my video and just watch their video instead. Yeah, I'm kidding. There were tons of banks and credit cards that they mentioned, but I eventually settled on the UOB One Account and the UOB Evo Credit Card. I realized that it's not just about getting the highest interest rate, but choosing one that's able to fit your needs. And it's easy enough to qualify for the high interest rate without too much difficulties. I can't say that I don't want a high interest rate bank account. I do want a high interest rate, but at the same time, I don't want one that has such difficult requirements to fulfill. It will just make it such a big hassle in order to qualify for that few percent more, which in my opinion is not worth it. So these were the two choices that I picked that were the best and most available for me. Honestly speaking, one of the reasons I didn't switch over from DBS was that DBS was always easy for me because I didn't need to do any extra effort to get the interest every month. My salary was credited into my DBS account. I could always just spend a little bit of money on the DBS account and I would get the interest. So it was basically free money just by keeping my money with them. Now, however, because of their low interest rate, I'm ready to give this bank account and credit card a try. So then let's zoom in into the UOB One account. So let's talk about the UOB One account that I have just opened. Basically, you have a couple of criteria that you have to fulfill in order to get this high interest rates. So number one, you will have to spend $500 monthly on a UOB credit or debit card. So like we mentioned before, I got the UOB Evo credit card. I'll talk about that more, but that's also the card that I'm going to be spending on in order to hit this $500 monthly. You can use a couple of cards like the UOB One Credit Card, the UOB One Debit Card, or even the UOB Evo Credit Card, which I will be using. After fulfilling the spending of $500, the next criteria will be to credit a minimum of $1,600 monthly into your UOB One account. So I have already tried this out where I am going to pay a portion of my money, or rather pay now of $1,600 from my DBS One account into my UOB One account, and that also counts as the $1,600 salary credit. So it's easy, right? Just doing these two criteria and you'll be able to start earning some good interest for the month. In my case, I usually spend more than $500 a month on food and public transport every month. So that is easy enough to fulfill for me. I just need to credit $1,600 from my DBS account into the UOB One account like I mentioned before, and I'll be easily hitting these two criteria. The next thing to note is that there are also different tiers to the amount that you can get into the UOB One account. So if you look at how this kind of looks like this in a table form, unfortunately for me as well, and unfortunately for everybody else, is that they have recently changed their interest rates as well, which is a bit annoying for me, but I guess it is what it is because the interest rates have been decreasing overall for the whole world as well. So the first table table on the left is what it used to be. Now the new tiers will be the second table on the right side. So considering that I have $30,000 in the bank account, I will be getting 3% per year, which is $900 for the entire year. And if you average it out per month, I'll be getting about $75 just by hitting these two criteria every single month. If you put in another $30,000, it will also be 3%, followed by $15,000, which is 3%, and then the interest increases with every $25,000 more that you put in. The difference is that they gave a higher interest with a cap of $100,000 from before, but now it will be a slightly lower interest, but they have increased the cap to $150,000. So if you put in a full $150,000, that will be $6,000 in interest for the year itself, which is about $500 of passive income every single month without doing anything extra. So the cumulative interest from before was 5% for $100,000. Now it's actually 4% for $150,000. Overall interest is lesser, but you're able to put a bigger sum of money, which means that overall you'll still be getting more money every month, provided that you put more money with them. So this is really good because it essentially offsets your spending of $500, and it would mean that you're just having free food and travel every month, considering that you're spending $500 on the card and you're getting $500 back, which is free money in that sense. Next will be the UOB Evo credit card. This is even simpler to fulfill because this is one of the reasons why I chose this credit card, because it's just so simple to use. Basically, you can get cashback of up to $20 for each category, and we'll be focusing mainly on the first two categories, which is online spending and mobile contactless spending. As the category suggests, online spending is actually just anything that you buy online using your credit card, like taking Grab or buying your favorite clothes online. Mobile contactless spending would also just be you adding the credit card to your phone itself, your Samsung Pay, your Apple Pay on your phone, and when you're paying for the bill at the counter, you're just using your phone to pay with the mobile contactless kind of function, and that's about it, you know. So in order to fulfill the full $20 cashback in both categories, you have to spend a total of $250 in each of the two categories. So to be fair, I don't think I spend a lot of money in the online spend category just because I don't buy a lot of things online. It is just my lifestyle. But the things that I would spend online would just be when I take Grab home and occasionally when I buy books from Amazon. However, the mobile contactless spending would be something I can hit quite easily when I go out to eat with my girlfriend. So for that, I would be very confidently hitting the $20 cap. With that, it means that I'll get probably somewhere in the region of about $30 cashback per month, and that brings me to the fourth point, which is the total returns. So in total, the amount I will earn will be around $105 of passive income just by transferring my salary over to the UOB One account and just continue spending as I usually do, which is pretty nice. So if you guys potentially have more money than me, say more than $30,000, you want a low risk but relatively good return, and you can consider putting your money with the UOB One account. So to put things into perspective, if you put in $100,000, you will get more than $300 monthly with the cashback option, which is the closest you can get to passive income. $300 may not seem a lot per month, yeah? But if you count it for the entire year, that will be close to $4,000 a year. Imagine having an extra $4,000 to go for holidays, to go for one of your favorite countries like Japan, Korea. But since this is a finance channel, you should be putting that money into other investments instead of going for those holidays like we kind of talked about. But in a sense, enjoy yourself, live your life, and this is one of the best ways that I think you can get money without really spending too much money. The interest rates globally seem to also be reducing, which is why the UOB One account is reducing their interest as well. So we really don't know how long more this high interest rate is going to stay. So you better hurry up and get this special offer while it still lasts. If you enjoyed this video, then you'll probably enjoy this video here on how much money I made selling custom G-Shock watches. Thanks for watching and have an amazing day. I will see you guys in the next few videos. Bye bye.